Good morning, my miracle friends. Here's a little extract from A Course in Miracles. Miracles make minds one in God. They depend on cooperation because the sonship is the sum of all that God created. Miracles therefore reflect the laws of eternity and not of time. So it says in the Course in Miracles that we're all thoughts in the mind of God. It's a funny way of looking at it. And when it talks about the sonship, means absolutely every single human being is the sum of all that God created. Well, obviously, every single human being, every single plant, animal, star, universe, galaxy, but we're dealing with the human aspect here. Miracles make minds one in God. So when we can see that we are all one part of this incredible life force, but this does depend on our cooperation, because if you decide, no, I'm not part of that, I don't believe in any of that, I'm not part of the whole, then you're not cooperating. But because life force, creation is everything, always has been, always will be, and is, it does reflect the laws of eternity and not time. So if you think every single person that's ever died is still part of that creation, and I've had quite a lot of inspiration coming into me left, right, and centre. So one thing that I saw a beautiful quote at the Quaker House the other day, and it said, "Seek to know one another in the things that are eternal." And when I saw that, I just felt this instant sense of peace. Imagine having a conversation with someone else, and in your mind, you're seeking to know that other person in things that are eternal. I mean, how amazing would that be? What the energy would be in that conversation. The other thing I've been doing, sort of in connection with eternity and all of us being connected, whether we're here in the physical form or whether we've already left the physical form, was I've been looking through a whole load of service sheets for funerals of friends and family members. And there's just so many beautiful quotes in there that I've been photographing each one, and the thing that opens my heart. So, in other words, they're still eternal because it's still speaking to me. I mean, I don't even know half of these people, but what got chosen for their funerals was so beautiful. I'm going to read a couple of beautiful things now in the spirit of, we're all one mind in God, and the aspect of eternity. So, two things. This one, which I thought was brilliant. If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for life. So this is what we're doing. Like, there are lots of healers on this group, as I keep mentioning, or even not official healers, but the kind of people that I come across in this group, I know are the sparkling, radiant little lights in their circles, in their worlds. I've seen them in action. So people can come to see us and we can make them feel better in a session or whatever, or in a conversation. All we've done is make them feel better in that moment. We haven't taught them how to make themselves feel better. And this is what we're kind of doing in this Course in Miracles group. Every morning, we're teaching ourselves to feel better just by reflecting for a few minutes in the morning on just lovely things before the job list kicks in. So here's a lovely, beautiful reading from another one of these service sheets. Give me a light I may tread safely into the unknown. And the reply, go into the darkness and put your hand into the hand of God. That shall be to you better than light and safer than a known way. So I went forth and finding the hand of God, trod gladly into the night, and he led me towards the hills and the breaking of the day in the lone east. So coming back to connecting with your higher power, whatever that is for you, and it doesn't matter what it is for you, because that's whether it's just faith in the sun rising every day or gardening or whatever your form of God is. You don't have to necessarily use that word because I know there are lots of people that don't like that word, but even if it was love or lightness or whatever, just connecting into that, putting our hand into that, and we will be gladly led along. Beloved divine, a perfect day where I put my hand into that higher power within me and get gently led along the unknown path. Where would you have me go today? What would you have me do today? What would you have me say or not say today? And to whom? See you tomorrow.